topic, we're going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals 3/4 of the season and Joe Burrow's injury. And say hello, Tyler. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Well, how do you feel about Jeff? Like, okay, put the injury up on the screen right now. We're gonna go ahead and get it out of the way because it is pretty gruesome. Like, that injury is honestly one of the worst injuries I've seen. Not as bad as he actually tore his MCL and ACL and some structural elements. So that's
not good, man.
He's reported to be out for a whole 12 months. So what they're saying is he might forego the 2021 season, honestly, and that just Ryan Finley play out. How do you feel about that?
I feel like Ryan Finley is not the best, but there's not really much you can do in this situation. I would just let Ryan Finley finish the season. I mean, they're not doing very good anyways.
The Bengals are top 5 bound already especially after the Joe Burrow injury. I mean, we have our best running back, a top 5 running back in the league, out. Missed half the season already with apparent foot injury, so the Bengals season's already done for. And next year, I feel like Joe Mixon's going to have an amazing season next year because of Ryan Finley's going to be starting all season, basically. I mean, 12 weeks at least next season, so that's a lot of time, honestly. And it's as a Bengals fan, it's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Ryan Finley, this is a perfect opportunity for him to show up. Like, if he can show the NFL, hey, I'm actually a good quarterback. If he would just show up, but he has to show up.
I've just seen Ryan Finley play half the game last week, and he played like 2 games last season. He's not a starting quarterback. He's not a starting quarterback at all. I mean,
yeah, he's not the best at all.
So what I'm thinking is the Bengals are going to be a run-heavy offense next season, and they're going to be a run-heavy offense the rest of this season whenever Joe Mixon comes back. In all reality, though, we need to. Can we condemn Joe Burrow's play through the first half of the season? I mean, he was like top 7, I think, in passing yards.
Well, he was actually in the path to breaking records for a rookie season.
I think he was already he was on path to do that actually.
But then the injury sadly ruined his chance.
I mean,
to become
what the Bengals. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was bound to happen with this Bengals offensive line. I mean, if you have freaking Bobby Hart starting out the season, you already know the quarterback's going to probably die at least twice in the season, and I know that's impossible, but you know what, the Bengals, it's not.
This guy hates Bobby Hart.
I literally despise Bobby Hart. I mean, you're going to hear a lot about the Bengals throughout all these podcasts, and it's going to just be Bob. If I talk about the Bengals offensive line, you're going to hear about Bobby Hart, man.
Bobby Hart is horrible. I mean,
But I do want to say one thing, okay? Quentin Nelson. Not Quentin Nelson. I love Quentin Nelson, but Jonah Williams is a cornerstone left tackle for the Bengals.
I know, and she's really good, ain't he?
I love Jonah Williams. He's one of my favorite players on the Bengals. But it used to be A.J. Green, but I'm honestly kind of mad at A.J.
Yeah, A.J. Green, he's not how he used to be. He's fallen from a pedestal. He's
32 now. He's not going to be as good as he once was. I mean,
it's time for him to retire, to be honest.
No, I don't think it's time for him to retire. I think it's his time to leave the Bengals and chase a ring. Sign with like the Chiefs or something. Imagine that Chiefs core: A.J. Green, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Sammy Watkins, and McCall Hardman.
Actually, the Chiefs just got Le'Veon Bell, so that'd be.
They did get Le'Veon Bell a few weeks back, didn't they? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And they got C-H-E, I think, Clyde Howard-Helaire. That dude's a baller. That dude's a baller. He's a good pickup for them. I mean, back on the Bengals Joe Burrow topic, do you think Joe Burrow likes Cincinnati?
I would not be very happy with a team that made me miss my rookie season.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's reminding me of Andrew Luck and Carson Palmer combined. Because Carson Palmer,
and that's just sad.
Yeah, like Andrew Luck you already know he was injury prone because of bad offensive line.
He actually quit because of that. He retired early because of the offensive line.
He was only like 29 when he did retire. It's kind of really sad. And then you got Carson Palmer, who played for the Bengals for like I think 4 seasons or 4 or 5
and
seasons.
He actually left, and he actually warned Joe Burrow about what was going to happen when he joined the Bengals.
He did. He left the Bengals. He said if he wasn't traded, he would literally retire because of how bad the Bengals front office was. And to be honest, I don't freaking blame him. The Bengals front office is terrible. Mike Brown needs to.
Owner sucks.
Mike Brown needs to just leave, dude. I mean, I know he picked up a lot of guys in free agency, but where are they at right now? Trey Waynes is not a really good cornerback. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Mackenzie Alexander, I love Mackenzie Alexander, but I'm just biased because I've liked him for a long time.
Yeah.
But DJ Rader hurt. Who they else? Oh, Von Bell's doing pretty good actually.
Yeah, Von Bell. He actually had two picks, like 2 plays, but they both got called back because of flags. I mean, 2 plays in a row.
The Bengals. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, the Bengals have the best, a top 5 free safety in the league, and freaking Jesse Bates right now, dude. Dude's a beast.
Jesse Bates is overpowered.
Dude is a beast. Dude is a beast. But
like, I feel like our D line needs some work, though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all our defensive linemen are old. I mean, not really. I want to say Colin Stonap, but he's not on the Bengals anymore. But
didn't he go to the Vikings?
He's on the Seahawks. He got traded.
Seahawks.
Yeah, they didn't play.
He went to the Vikings. One of our guys went to the Vikings. Is that Dre?
No, Dre's on the. Dre's on the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
But Denard might be there. I don't know, but.
Oh.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the defensive line. We got freaking DJ Rader. He's 26. He's young. But then you got Geno. He's injury prone now. He's one of the best defensive tackles in the nation. But he's injury prone. So like.
Yeah.
You know, like he's not going to be. You know, Geno Atkins for a while. I mean.
Yeah.
And then you got freaking Mike Daniels. He's like 35, I think now. Then you got. I mean, you just got a lot of old guys, man. And then our secondary is just atrocious almost. I mean, William Jackson's decent. Mackenzie Alexander's decent. Trey Waynes is god-awful. But our secondary needs some work. We need a cornerstone cornerback. And we need a cornerstone linebacker. Which Logan Wilson will be that. I believe Logan Wilson will be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, he will.
In the next 3 seasons. Logan Wilson's a good pickup in the 3rd round, honestly. So is Akeem Davis-Gaither in the 5th. I mean, he's not played a lot, but what I've seen in college, he looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, the Bengals had a really good draft, but honestly,
yeah, really good draft, but it's just sad the Bengals always end up getting multiple injuries every season. Like at one point, every starting lineman for us was hurt.
Yeah, and then you know what's stupid though? We won that week. We did with our new starters and the Titans.
Yeah, no.
Quentin Spain though, he's pretty good. He's old though.
That just shows how bad and how stupid the Bengals are. The Bengals need to take out Bobby Hart.
Okay, Zach Taylor, honestly, he might need to go after next season if it still is bad. I mean, honestly, no, not after next season. When Joe Burrow comes back, if they're still below 500, he needs to go, because everyone will be like, he's not gonna be. Joe Burrow's not gonna come back next season. It'll be the year after. So everybody will have at least 2 to 3 years under their belts on the Bengals offensive line and defense, right? So like T. Higgins will be almost in his prime. Let's get him out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, I know we didn't win in the playoffs with Marvin Lewis, but at least we made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, at least we got there.
I mean, Marvin Lewis was a defensive-minded coach, which was, I love defense because the Bengals defense back in 2015 and stuff was amazing.
It was really good.
It was really, really good, which was one part of why we made the playoffs every year. But
yeah.
But I mean, if he don't start winning now, it's honestly not good. It's not good.
Time to say goodbye to Cincy.
Zach Taylor.
Well, I feel like our biggest problem, like Carson Palmer said, is the front office. We just need new everything.
And apparently, I saw a tweet the other day, which this is actually like I don't know who tweeted it, but I saw the Bengals commented on it that there's So apparently the Bengals, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. The Bengals locker room culture includes abusive language towards players, trust issues, and zero accountability towards multiple issues. So like that basically means the Bengals locker room no one takes up for anything.
It's horrible, man.
I mean, the saying, I also, when I was looking for the tweet, I clicked on an article, like I actually did, like no joke. Like this is not even a joke. I looked up and people were saying Zach Taylor is one of the bigger reasons why the locker room's so bad. And have you watched Zach Taylor's like any of his press conferences at all?
Yes, I have. They're all horrible.
They're all the same. It's really retarded, honestly. I'm getting tired of his antics, honestly, as people would say. And but while we round off this episode here, we're gonna go back to the Joe Burrow topic. Joe Burrow, I want to pull up his stats real quick. He had an amazing first half of the season. He did, and I'm honestly very happy for him. And you, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm very happy for Joe Burrow. He did good. He could have had a lot better season if it wasn't for his injury, but he'll get better as time goes by.
All right, this is Joe Burrow's stats. For the season, he had 264 completions, 65.30 percentage with those completions. He had 2,688 yards and 13 touchdowns. And he rushed for 142 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he's been sacked 32 times, which is very sad. He was the highest sacked in the nation. So Joe Burrow had an amazing season for half the season. I think he put up at least 3,500 yards. And he played really good. And as we round off, I want to say this. Zach Taylor needs to fix the O-line. Hope y'all did enjoy this podcast. I'm Thaddeus Johnson signing off. Say goodbye, Tyler, and
we'll see y'all on the next one.
We'll see you on the next podcast.